rosy. When the idea was first brought up that, gee, we could put Nuclea, or a portion of Nuclea, right here in the PETA board headquarters, I said, no kidding, where? And but more creative minds than mine came up with it, and we do have some exciting news. It's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to see where we've come from and where we're going to go. Especially for those of us who grew up in this area. I mean, I grew up just a couple of blocks away, so to see the transformation is wonderful. And the announcement today of Nuclea Biotechnologies represents a real change in the narrative for the city of Pittsfield. For generations, our city, as I said, was defined by the GE plant that sat right next door. And it's taken a fairly long time for us to get to transition and to get over that. But the next chapter is being written right now, and it's being written by some very creative people. It's shaping up right here at the former GE property, where Pat Maraca plans to locate a piece of the biotechnology company, and we're standing in it. We have the greatest hope that this step will unleash many more collaborations that will in turn create an entire new industry for the city of Pittsfield, and that industry is the life science industry. In essence, we believe that the Stanley Business Park will soon be a magnet for a number of life science industry participants, and we hope that it will continue to stimulate our economy in the future and create a real future for the kids in our community, or creative minds in our community. Now, Pat Maraca has an invaluable emotional attachment to the city of Pittsfield. He was born here. He grew up in this area. As a result, he never gave up on Pittsfield, and even though his business has taken him to other parts of the region, Pittsfield always drew him back, and we're so happy that he did. In 2001, he started out on the ground floor of what we consider a relatively new industry here in the region, and that is the life science business. And his business is changing the face of healthcare in the region. Today, Nuclea Biotechnologies is creating breakthroughs in diagnostic products, and those products help doctors to understand how to best treat those who are suffering from cancer. And this holds incredible promise for the advancement in cancer care. And when people are given the right therapy and they're given it quickly, it just enhances their life, and it certainly enhances their possibilities for survival of that awful disease. So it's wonderful that this life-saving and life-changing research is taking place right here in the city of Pittsfield. It's even more exciting to think about what this could mean for the future of our city. Pat Maraca has the caliber of business that is likely to attract others from all over the country to recognize Pittsfield as a place where they can do business, where they can do research, where they can participate in the life science industry. And he's demonstrated the possibility of doing that. It'll also, there have been studies that have indicated that the life science business, for every one job that's created in the life science industry, 3 to 5 jobs are created outside of that to support the life science business that's created, ancillary jobs. And we want those jobs to be located right here in Pittsfield, right here in Berkshire County. Now, Governor DeVal Patrick has made a commitment, and one of his goals is to make Massachusetts the life science capital of the world. And I believe that his dream is attainable. Well, our dream is to make Pittsfield and Berkshire County the western part of that capital. And so, to that end, the governor has earmarked $6 million in a former bond bill to create a life science center, and one that we believe will be located right here in the city of Pittsfield. Now, we've got some homework to do to get there, and we're working very hard. We've put together a great creative board, PETA board, and we are working on putting together the document and the collaborative evidence that we can do it here in the city of Pittsfield. But the very first step to getting that designation to getting those monies that will allow us to build a life science center was to have somebody who was actually in the business and had a company. And so today, Pat Maraca has stepped forward with a crucial first project. And he has spent years creating successful business partnerships in higher education. If you go to Worcester, you've got to go to the Clark. And Pat will bring you all through Clark University and show you the effect that he's had there, and the collaboration he's had with that facility. And those collaborations are going to continue for community college and MCLA. His goal and ours is that Pittsfield will someday be recognized as a distinguished life science center that brings new jobs to Pittsfield, that attracts new talent from all over the world. And if you go to some of his other facilities, you will meet those people from all over the world who come here to work on those projects. This can have a tremendous impact on the city of Pittsfield and a tremendous impact on cancer care and the quality of life for those who are involved. That's why I've always imagined that the William Stanley Business Park could have a fresh start on the former GE property, where 21st century industry would flourish, and the life science is a 21st century industry that'll have tremendous impacts, and it'll have tremendous impacts for those of us who live here today, but for generations of people that we will never